So this is breaking news. Afe Babalola has agreed to withdraw the defamatory suit filed against Farotimi. Can you imagine? So what is leading to that? Why is he withdrawing it now? The case is not going anywhere, or is it that people are begging him on behalf of Farotimi? Because this case is already playing out. In fact, the case already played out everything that Farotimi wrote in his book. So now Babalola has agreed to withdraw that defamation suit that was filed against Farotimi. Can you imagine? And just barely 24 hours after that agreement, Farotimi himself has been appointed to Afenifere, just to be one of the Afenifere officials. Can you imagine? As what? Organizing secretary of Afenifere. And they will daily agree to do that, because that is another critical job. Has he agreed to do that? That we don't know. Let's dive into the details. Popular lawyer and activist Farotimi has been appointed as the National Organizing Secretary of Afenifere. Can you imagine? So the development comes barely 24 hours after a legal luminary, Afe Babalola, agreed to drop a defamatory suit filed against Farotimi. So the appointment was approved at the general meeting of Afenifere held at Pa Ayo Adebanjo's residence in Sanya Ogbo, Ogun State. So on Tuesday, a communique issued after the meeting and jointly signed by the deputy leader Oba Oladipo Olaitan and the National Publicity Secretary, Prince Justice Faloye, confirmed Farotimi's appointment. Wow. So Farotimi has accepted to be the organizing secretary of Afenifere. And these Afenifere under Pa Ayo Adebanjo. Well, these people have been very, very honest among themselves. Not the other one that is under Pa Ruben Fashoranti in Ondo State. That one is the other opposition. Those are the ones that work for Tinubu, while the Pa Ayo Adebanjo group is working for equity in Nigeria. Because I know Afenifere now is almost, if not almost, 4 fascists. Okay. So now Farotimi is organizing secretary of the Afenifere under the leadership of Pa Ayo Adebanjo. So a general meeting considered and approved the appointment of Barrister Farotimi as the national organizing secretary of the Afenifere, the statement said in part. It can be recalled that Farotimi was dragged to court by Afe Babalola for allegedly defaming him in his book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. So the human rights lawyer was eventually granted bail in the sum of 30 million naira by an Ekiti State High Court sitting in Ado-Ekiti, where he was arraigned. Can you imagine? So with all of this, Farotimi is obviously getting free from that case. We know that after that bail, that case is not going to go anywhere. So, because the more they drag that case, the more the Babalola will be dragging himself in the mud. Because a lot of things that were said in that book played out in that case. That is the truth. So now that this guy has been bailed, and Babalola now has agreed to withdraw the case, and then, what is his name? Farotimi along the line now has been appointed as organizing secretary of Afenifere fashion under Pa Ayo Adebanjo. Okay, that's a good one for him, but the fight continues. The fight continues. That is why I say it. So I think he can do better on his new role. Okay, as a member of Afenifere organizing officials, Sabi. I don't say he is my brother. How is he your brother? He is a hero. He won our love in the north. That's exactly what I said. So the guy won the love of the northerners in the north. Can you imagine? So it means that, okay, that means I also even like him as well. Okay, oh, that's good. And some say it is totally wrong. That is a wrong move by Afenifere. How is it a wrong move? Can you explain? That's how you think it, but to me, it shows that Yoruba leaders are trying to let love, unity, and good leadership dwell in Yoruba land. That is it anyway. I'm sure because I find it, like I said earlier, I find Ferre is almost in three different fashions. They have the youth group, they have the group that is under Pa Ruben Fashoranti from Ondo State, they have another group that is under Ayo Adebanjo in Ogun State. But Ayo Adebanjo's group has been very, very loud and very, very outspoken. I remember that Paruben Fashoranti used to be the leader, but age has put him down because he's no longer active, and he handed over to Aya Debanjo. But along the line, because Aya Debanjo is of the opinion that Igbos must rule Nigeria, but the rest of the tribes in Nigeria don't want that. And that is why the man at his age has had to put himself quiet in his house, but still speaking the truth. So any group of Afenifere that is aligning with Aya Debanjo is actually out for equity, justice, and fairness in Nigerian government and in governance. So I'm sure, and that is why somebody like Farotimi is able to find his level in that side. I'm sure the other group of Afenifere youth leaders and the other group that is loyal to Ruben Fashoranti, Farotimi will never find level in those areas. Like he will never go near them. He will never go near them. He will never go near them. But again, I will say congratulations to Farotimi for one, staying resilient until this case is being pulled out, and Babalola is now willing to withdraw the defamatory suit. And then also congratulations on the other side of being recognized by fellow Yorubas that are fighting for equity, justice, and fairness, and making him an organizing secretary of the Afenifere in that regard. It means that they still like what he's doing, because those group of people, or that fashion of Afenifere, they are being detribalized. Frankly speaking, they are being detribalized, and that is why sometimes when this political analysis is being done, it's not good to use one brush to paint all. That is it. Because if you use one brush to paint all, you might not be fair. There are a lot of people in Yoruba land that are out for equity, justice, and fairness. And to be fair with them, they have good courage, they have big heart. While the tribal bigots among them, a lot of them are in APC supporting the government of the day. We know them as well. But again, are they enjoying life? They are not enjoying life. They are also taking the water from the APC government. So it is not a joke. It is not a joke. So with the way things are now, Farotimi is moving on, is squeezing. I know that he is somebody that will never back down. He will continue his fight for victory, fight for justice, and fight for equity and fairness. He will continue. He's not going to stop. He's inborn in him. I tell you, really, really inborn in him. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment as Farotimi has now assumed new level.